Yeah, hi there, Micah. Police are not saying a whole lot about any new information coming from their investigation about what was found in this home just down here. However, an attorney who represents the woman who owns this home is talking, and he tells us that the man who was found dead in that car nearby has been identified as Jeffrey Lash, and he also admits that the story that the woman who owns this home told him is a bit unbelievable.
I assume that when she first called that it was craziness, that was totally nuts because of these conspiracies and undercover agents.
Harlan Braun, better known as an attorney to the stars, is talking about the bizarre call he recently got from the owner of this home on Palisades Drive, where more than 1,200 guns were found. The woman's fiance had recently been found dead in a nearby car, and she didn't tell anyone he was dead for about 2 weeks, believing that her fiance was a secret agent, and the government agency he worked for would soon pick up his body.
She still believes it to her core that he was working for some government agency.
And have you found any evidence to support that?
We found a lot of cash. We found guns. We found, stuff that could be used for snipers. There are cars that were modified for, desert travel. He could have been working for anyone. It's hard to imagine, however, that it's a total figment of imagination because there was so much money involved. There's almost $5 million worth of guns that were taken by the police. The police also uncovered 6.5 tons of ammunition at one condo in the Palisades.
And Braun says there's more.
There are a number of storage units that have been identified that we haven't opened yet. We know there are several, at least 4 to 6 cars that are stored in private garages that are modified for combat. So it's hard to imagine. It's hard to imagine what's going on. The problem is these stories sound so crazy, actually, and every time we turn around, we get corroboration for it.
Now, earlier today, I talked to another attorney who actually represented this man, Jeffrey Lash, who's been identified by Braun as the man who was found dead in that car. He said he represented Lash in a case back in 2009 that we found down in court papers today. In that case, it looked like he was charged in a misdemeanor concealed weapons case. The case was eventually thrown out, but what the attorney did say is that he did find his client's behavior back then very strange. He said he would never give him a phone number or an address where he could be reached, only that the client would call him once a day, every day, to check in with him on the case. But he described the behavior of his client at the time as bizarre. As for the case he was arrested for, where the charges were dropped, he said in that case, police pulled him over and found a number of guns in his car along with a lot of ammunition. However, it got thrown out, the attorney says, because all of the guns and all of the ammunition were locked up, so he was in compliance with the law. Micah?
Someone near Indianapolis got video of a weird light in the sky, and people think it was a UFO. Do you see it? It's the bright light behind a cloud that keeps panning around the sky like a spotlight there to the left of the sun.
It's not UFOs. That strange sight, seen from miles away, had a lot of you standing out in your yard last night, scratching your head, calling 911, calling our newsroom, asking us. So we sent WECT's Bailey Hicks to find out what was behind the mysterious lights in the sky.
Okay, is it a case of deja UFO? That's what some Gray residents are wondering after what appears to be a crop circle popped up in the same field for the second time in just over 2 years. Residents on Old Gray Station Road noticed this strange appearance in the hayfield last week.
A mystery in the sky. A Wichita man is looking for clues tonight after spotting something unusual. KSN's Kianga Kelly spoke to the man and went in search of answers. Kianga?
Is it a plane or is it something else?